Right now, I am inputting something into my calendar. It's a date. It's Saturday at 6:30, dinner theater. Is it?
That's right, yeah.
All right. I was making sure I'm putting the right thing in there.
I didn't even talking to me.
Yeah, of course I'm talking to you.
Yeah, 6:30. Yeah.
6:30. Of course, this is Mr. Ricardo Keynes Douglas. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Nice to be here, man.
All
Nice
right.
to be here.
So, of course, let the folks know exactly what I put inside this.
Okay, what you're putting inside there is a new show. Hello, everybody. The new show is called I Can Do It, Mama. And it's a new musical at the Pirates Cove Dinner Theater, which is at the Grand View Inn. And it's a really, really wonderful show. We opened about 2 weeks ago. It's been sold out since we opened, which has been fantastic. So the next 3 shows, we have a show on the 3rd coming up. We have a show, well, this one the 5th, on the 3rd and the 10th of March. And it's a musical. It's about 9 people in the cast. And it's about a young girl who wants to get into show business.
Right.
But her mother is very religious and thinks that show business is not for her. So it's the tribulations and trials and tribulations of this young girl trying to get into the show business. So I don't want to give away the story too much, you know.
But I'm sure it's a very relatable story.
Very relatable story to today's society.
Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely. All right, so tell us about how it's been putting it together.
Well, I have a wonderful cast of actors. They've been working on for the past like 2.5 months. And because it's a musical, it's double work because you have to learn, you have to sing, you have to dance, you have to act, all 3 put together. And they've been working really, really hard. And we also have a musical director, Algie Belfont. So, putting the singing together and the dancing together is sometimes it's tricky.
Right.
And that's the thing about doing musicals. You have to be a triple threat. So when I audition people, you just can't act. You have to learn to sing, you have to act, you have to dance, you have to do all 3. It's been a challenge.
And you managed to find 9 people that could do that.
Well, 8.5. The musical director, he doesn't dance. The musical director, Algie. Now, it's a no-no for Algie, but he's a fantastic sax player, right?
Well, I know Algie.
Yeah, he's incredible. So I have people, I'm doing the call names now, Richard Britton, Amy Bullock, Christopher McDonald, Neela Etienne, Rhonda Thomas, Lisa Thomas. It's a really nice, rich cast of people.
Okay, well, congrats on pulling the team together. I mean, I know that I've been involved with music production, and finding one person that can sing is hard. So to find a person that can sing, dance, and act.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and then show up on time for practice and all of that.
But that's the nice thing about it because I have about 3 actors. One they live in St. David's, Guo, Victoria, and they all come on time. It's amazing, not amazing. It's nice to see that kind of stuff happening because you know what it's like sometimes in Grenada. You say 8:30 and people come at 9 o'clock and stuff like that. But it's a family-oriented show, not kids under 10 or but above 10.
Right.
And I can guarantee you because you come at 6:30 and you have dinner. It's a 3-course meal. It's at the Pirates Cove Dinner Theater, the Grand View Inn, and a nice 3-course meal, top-notch. I mean, this is the best deal in town. Trust me. To come have dinner and see a show, you don't find that around very, very easily. And you sit and you have dinner about 8:15. The show starts, and it's about an hour and a half. The show, with intermission.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's funny that I was just about to ask you about the whole dinner part of it because I don't know if you've seen the show and you heard about me, but I don't play around with food.
I know. Is that why you haven't shown up as yet?
Well, now that you tell me that there's dinner, I'll be there. It's in the calendar already.
The food is excellent, superb, and how I know that the show is going well is we're getting people coming back, repeats.
Okay.
So that's a plus. I mean, we just opened and people are already coming. Last week we had 3 or 4 persons who came back to see the show.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, see, last time I did it in the theater too, the same thing happened. People came back twice.
To see it twice.
To see it again, and they brought friends, which is nice,
Okay,
So that's a plus for us.
Just how many people does the room seat?
Okay, the Pirates Cove is very intimate, so it's about maybe the most it would seat 70 people. 70. Okay. So it's nice and intimate. You come and you sit, relax, and most times people come with friends. Like 6, 7, 8 of them, and they take a table and they just hang out and have a nice time. And the dress is just nice and cash.
Right. Okay. Has it gotten to the point where you have to turn people down and say, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, that's why we've been adding shows.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we're supposed to go until next week, but this Saturday is sold out. So we put 2 more shows on, which is the 3rd and the 10th. of March.
So very important, so that you don't get turned down. How do we get our advance tickets? Where and how much?
Okay, the reservations, you can phone the Grandview Inn, which is 444-4984 or 459-5332.
Okay,
right.
Let me take those.
Or at Presence XL Plaza, you can get tickets there. It's normally $100. It's 115, but if you buy the tickets at a certain time, you get a big discount.
Okay.
Right. So if
so
you buy
earlier,
like if you buy early bird specials, we have early bird specials, and that 100 includes dinner and show.
That's
and
fantastic.
Normally,
value.
if you go to a restaurant, you spend over $100 just to eat for two. You know, so to come and have a wonderful meal and then sit and enjoy an incredible show, it's really the best deal in town.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That sounds good. As you said, $100 normally covers dinner.
Normally covers
just dinner. But to get a big show where people singing, dancing, and acting, 8.5 of them.
Exactly. And it's 115 with tax included, right?
Okay.
You know, but so if you want, you can just do that before early bird. But it's the kind of show that you'll have a good time. I can guarantee you that. It's a great show, and people being, as I said, been just having a fantastic time. So
what kind of? Yeah, I know it's a musical and everything. What kind of mood does the play have? And
it goes from up and down, because there's jazz, there is calypso, there's gospel, there is it's romantic songs, and a lot of comedy, a lot of drama.
Right.
With Carol Vasquez, she's also she plays Mama in the show, and she's a tough mama.
Okay.
And she sings a lot of jazz music in the play. But I guarantee you, if you want to have a fantastic evening in the theater, it's a great time to bring family, to bring friends, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, cuddle up in a corner, around the table, have a wine, a little soft drink, and enjoy a show.
All right. And you said there are two more shows?
2 more shows for now. We have the 25th this Saturday sold out, but we have on the 3rd and the 10th of March.
Okay.
Those 2 shows are just added.
All right. Just to stray a little bit from this, what are your plans after the show?
After this show, I'm working on a TV series.
Okay.
So I'm working on that. Also, I'm doing a children's play called I Can Do It. Not I Can Do It, Mama. That's what I'm working on now. The Firefly Who Lost His Light. Because I believe there's not enough things for kids in Grenada. So, we have Kiddies Carnival, and that's about it. But there's nothing really where kids can go and go to the theater and sit down and enjoy something wonderful. Because when I travel, I see children's plays. I go to children's plays, and it's fun. All the parents come with their kids, and So I want to start doing that in Grenada, where children have somewhere to go to see theater.
So when you say children's play, are they going to be child actors as well?
No, adults acting for kids.
Acting, okay, right. Children's stories.
Yeah, children's stories, yeah. So it's called I Can Do It. That's on my head right now.
Yes, all it is.
Yeah, the firefly who lost his light. And it's a wonderful story about a firefly who was born without his light. So because he was different, nobody wanted to play with him.
Right.
And so I won't tell you how the story ends, but because of his difference, he saved the day in the end. And then Carnival is coming up, so I have a wonderful show coming up with Paul Keynes, my brother. He's coming for a show at Carnival. So we have things in the works.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, you gave me a little bit of something there, but I realized you skipped over it very quickly. Like you didn't want to tell, but I'm going to pry that information out to you. The TV series, man. Tell me about it. You don't want to tell me?
It's coming. It's coming.
Maybe
the producer castrated, man. We're looking for an actor right now.
Yeah, sure. You think I can act?
Yeah, for sure you can. It's a TV series.
Okay.
All
right. So that's all you're giving us right now, right?
I don't want to put goat mouth, as what people say.
A TV series is coming
until it's coming here.
Okay, fair enough.
Until you write it out, and then I can come in and we can chat about it. It should be nice. Yeah.
Okay, so back to the subject. I Can Do It, Mama. Last 2 shows.
Two shows.
One sold out already. So technically, for people who aren't part of that show, is last one.
Yeah, last one. Yeah, the 25th,
last one for them on there.
But we might extend it, because every time we get sold out, we add another show. So far, it's been going good. Praise God. So the next 2 shows, the 8th, the 3rd, and the 10th.
All right.
The 10th.
Let me ask you, how do the actors feel about it? Especially when I'm sure they were given a schedule and say, listen, the show is running until the end of February or something like that. Okay, we just added on 2 more shows. And we just added on another show.
But they know that. We said this, I'm booking you from A to Z.
Yeah, but are they happy to do it?
Oh, they're happy.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're having a great time. They're loving it, Right. And it's a great discipline. And I have actors who are lawyers, who are doctors, who are teachers, who are just ordinary lay people. So So this is Grenada. I mean, when people say, when you go to act, you're just not an actor in Grenada. You have a lawyer acting, or a producer acting, or a host acting, you know. It's not say an actor, you know, doing other things, you know. So you have to do that, and the discipline, I mean, I'm amazed at how disciplined these actors are. And people always want to be in show business, and they see the finished product, and they say, oh, I can do that, man. I can get up on that scene and sing and dance and stuff. But I don't realize the work, the hard work, before you get to it, to make it look easy, you know.
And of course, the teamwork involved.
The teamwork
as well.
Exactly. Just like people, everybody say, I'm sure saying, I could be a host.
Yeah.
I could do what I feel like doing on that TV, man. You know. But the moment I put them here, it's a totally different story, you know.
It takes a while.
So it's nice. And dinner theater is a wonderful thing. I've been doing that now for the past, 8 years in Toronto. But it runs like 8 shows a week in Toronto. And it ran like for 2 years straight. Like so we did Misbehaving, Sophisticated Ladies. I do all these big major musicals.
Right.
So it's part of what I do, you know. And it's new to Grenada in a sense.
And it seems to be a recent trend here as well. You know, after not having this at all, now we have dinner theater here and there as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a good thing.
It's nice, yeah. And it's different. It's a different thing. You can get dressed up and you can go and sit and relax. You don't have to worry about anything else, you know.
Do you think that it could possibly take away from regular theater?
No,
without
no,
the dinner?
no.
No?
No, never.
Never.
Regular theater is regular theater, right? And dinner theater too, you know, you have to, regular theater can go and pay $30, $40, you know.
Right.
Dinner theater going out, it's a special event because it's $100 you have to pay, you know, and you have to, dinner and show. So people kind of go, it's a special event, I'm going to save my money, and the month coming, I want to go have dinners with my special person or take some friends in and go see it. But regular theater would never take away, dinner theater would never take away from regular theater. But it's also regular theater,
Yeah, well, yes, I know.
It's just that you're eating food.
I just mean, like, for us here in Grenada, if we get accustomed to the dinner theater thing, you say, listen, they ain't no dinner at that theater, and I ain't going.
Yeah. I know you have to put on some big and saltfish. Yeah. So we have waters, man. Before you go in, you can throw in some waters. But no, it can't take over. It's just a different form of theater. And I think we need that. We need that. Yeah.
Are there any other forms that you maybe wanting to experiment with?
Yeah, but there's street theater, which happens on the street, so I can come and do theater right outside your studio right here one morning. We just do a half-hour play. We do it right here.
Right. That actually sounds like a good idea.
We just do a skit, half-hour play out in the morning. So everybody, before come for breakfast, bring your coffee, bring your bakes, bring your bagels, and we sit down and watch a play before you go to work.
All right. So we'll hold it to that.
Yeah, sure. All right.
As soon as the show done, between this play and the TV series,
we'll
squeeze it right in there.
Yeah, we can bring a skit from the show, and say, I Can Do It Mama is out in front of Daybreak on 20 whatever day, and you come and watch it.
Friday. Yeah, definitely
not
this Friday.
Friday.
No, not this Friday.
Yeah, maybe
but
we
a
can
Friday.
plan it,
We'll get people outside. We'll probably draw a little crowd outside.
Yes, exactly. Well. So we can plan it. So we can plan it and watch first. Everybody make sure they bring their coffee and the cocoa tea, and we sit down outside and we watch.
Good. I hope you're all taking notes in the back there, because
I can see them.
This is gonna happen.
And they can hold me to it. I know.
We're actually gonna get street theater. I wonder if this is a first for Grenada. Street theater would be a first.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah.
We like to think of ourselves as pioneers.
Yeah, of course.
We brought street theater to Grenada, just like
because we do. You see, in Toronto, we do a lot of street theater too. Like in summer, right? We go to the park and we do theater in the park. We go onto a street, and we do a half-hour play or 45-minute play, and we just pull everybody like in a courtyard or something. It's really, really wonderful. For instance, we do theater on the buses.
Right.
Like we'll be like one of our exercises in theater school would be like 2 hours to go on the bus, right? We don't know each other, so we're on the bus, and all of a sudden I would just start. Wait, what's wrong with you, boy? What's wrong with you? And then you start, and everybody's like, oh God, watch. But it's a theater scene that's happening there, right? And we plan that, right? And then we just say, thank you, Liz. Everybody applaud on the bus,
But I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of theater scenes on the buses already. Lots of them.
That's the thing about Grenada. It's pure theater, man. I try to explain that to people when I do my workshops too. I said in Grenada, we love storytelling. We are wonderful storytellers. For instance, if somebody bunks a car down in Grand Anse, right? In Canada, they might come and say, there was an accident in Grand Anse. But in Grenada, I say, boy, I was down there. You know Miss Jones with the big head? I see a woman coming down there, boy, and woman in her old dress and thing, and the car, one old car, boy, you know, and then she turned left and she turned right, and I knew she hit the man, you know, I knew. That is Grenada, you see, and that is the magic of storytelling, you know.
So that must have been easy for you when you were doing it up there, you know? They put you, they thought they were testing you, but it's like, I do this every day, man, back at home.
I remember when I went for my first audition to get into theater school, right? They take about 400 people. I mean, 400 people auditioning, 400 to 500 people. They only take 30 out of the 500.
Okay.
So I was fortunate I got into the theater school house, right? But I remember, I'm thinking, you know, I had to talk a bit, this accent, you know, to get into the theater, you know, and I'm talking, and you know, they asked me, there's a scene I had to read, and it's asparagus, right? You know, the asparagus is a like a veggie,
right,
you know,
asparagus,
a veggie, yeah. Asparagus is like a vegetable. And I want to talk so nice, you know, so they said, so what would you like to eat? And I say, oh, asparagus. So everybody started to laugh. So I said, oh, they like me, boy, they like me. So the director said, could you do that again, please, sir? Right? So they say, okay. So he said, so what would you like to eat? You know, with more chutzpah, in a big voice, you know. So what would you like to eat? Asparagus. But I got a job. I said, boy, I like you, boy. So it's good to know, just be yourself.
Right,
just be
right,
yourself,
right,
you know.
right.
And theater is my life, man. I live, breathe, and eat theater. I produce, I direct, and I just love doing it, you know.
Right,
So yeah.
right. I wonder if they have some asparagus on the menu at the theater.
I'll have that specially.
Yeah, I think you need to put it there now. I think you need to. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man.
All right.
Yeah,
so I Can Do It, Mama.
I Can Do It, Mama at the Pirates Cove Dinner Theater.
This Saturday and next
This
Saturday.
Saturday, next Saturday, and the following Saturday.
And the following.
Yeah, the next 3 Saturdays.
Next
yeah.
3 Saturdays. There you have it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we push it to have another show. You know,
Yeah.
enough people come and they like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And well, anyway, I'll get back to you on this whole acting thing for your TV series.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it, man.
That's
yeah,
it?
just everybody just come out and have a great time. Yeah.
One more time though before I go. Tell me what are the contact numbers to.
The contact number, you can phone the Grandview Inn, which is 444-4984 or 459-5332, or Presence in Excel Plaza. And you must make reservations because it's dinner.
Right.
So the chef has to know how much people he's cooking for and stuff like that, right?
And if you are interested in theater alone and not dinner.
Yeah, if you want to come to the theater alone, it's just $50.
And you get the tickets.
You get the ticket, yeah.
Okay.
But you don't get food, yeah.
right, of course.
Yes. So,
all right. No
but we only allow like 8 people per theater. We only have 8 seats.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Only 8 seats.
So it's all about the dinner.
It's all about the dinner. So
I would say go for the entire experience. Go for the full thing. Don't just take half of the show, man. Take the whole dinner.
My friend, I tell you, you'll have a fantastic time. It's really fun, you know. And the nice thing about it, the view is, I don't know if you know the Grand View, and it's stunning up there. You know that, the view is just spectacular. That's why it's called the Grand View.
Right.
And it's really spectacular. So you come in, you get a complimentary drink, you mingle, you chat, you sit with your friends, and so after the show, people don't want to leave.
Okay.
They just sit at the table and we'll talk, you know, which is what a nice atmosphere, intimacy that we try to create at the Grand View.
Oh, definitely. All right.
But yeah, man, my pleasure.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for having
much,
me.
Mr. Keynes Douglas.
Okay.
There you have it. I Can Do It, Mama. Grand View Inn, Pirates Cove, Dinner Theater. It's all happening for the next 3 Saturdays. See if you can get part of that. Seats and tickets are limited.